Na 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 na, be your motivation. Ba 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 na 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 na. Be your generation. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie Jo. I am a registered dietitian and we are in my bedroom today, so that means we're talking. I got this idea from one of y'all, kind of about like what keeps me motivated in nutrition and in fitness and all that good stuff. And so I'm going to share that with you today. But first, the disclaimer, of course. This video is for education and entertainment purposes only. Just because I'm a registered dietitian does not mean you should listen to me. Please, please, please talk to a healthcare professional who knows you better than strangers on the internet before you try anything that you see on the internet. Yes, soapbox moment. Anyways, please, please, please check with a healthcare professional before you change anything about yourself, your body, or your mind. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, I thought that if I'm going to talk about what motivates me to do what I do, I should probably talk about what I do. Just so everybody knows that. I'll talk about food and then I'll talk about fitness. So food, really, I follow what would be known as an 80-20 style of eating, where 80% of the foods are low added sugar, low saturated fat, in general home cooked goodness, and 20% of my diet would be the higher sugar, higher saturated fat, in general, foods that you would get from other places like fast foods, or like restaurants and stuff like that. So that's kind of the area of nutrition that I follow. I also try to practice intuitive eating, which is, allowing your body to have the foods that it wants, especially in emotional situations. Eating a cookie will just satisfy that craving, and, you won't binge eat the cookies later, or you'll be searching for the satisfaction from that cookie and end up eating a whole bunch of other things and then end up eating the cookie. So just eat the cookie. Eat the cookie. And then I also try to practice food freedom, which is similar to intuitive eating, not placing any rules on food, so that I don't feel guilty when I do eat foods that bring me joy, like mac and cheese. Love mac and cheese. I'm not placing a label on mac and cheese. It's food. It's supposed to be enjoyed. It's fuel for your body. And so just enjoying foods, and eating to the point where your body is satisfied and is done with that food. So there's my nutrition philosophy, my nutrition lifestyle, I guess, my nutrition world. And then when it comes to fitness, I really exercise vigorously, I guess, or get some type of vigorous movement 3 to 5 times a week. I usually end up doing it 4 times a week. I find that with my schedule, that's just what works best. And yeah. And so my movement really ranges from, just going to the gym and lifting weights or going for a run. Just kind of depends on what feels good to me that day. And yeah, so that's what I do for nutrition, and that's what I do for fitness, I guess. Okay, so now we're just going to dive into what motivates me to do that. So I would really guess over the last 5 years is when I've really started to pay attention to my body and how it feels with food and nutrition, and exercise. So I really exercise now and eat the way I eat now, I would say that, 5 years ago it was because I wanted to achieve a physical look, but that's not how I am anymore. And mentally, that's a better mindset for me. And so now I eat the way I eat and I exercise the way I exercise so that my mind feels good and that my body feels good. So throwing a little bit of nutrition research at you because I love research. When you eat high fat and high sugar foods often, the response in your brain is similar to some drugs. And so you'll, consume a whole bunch of sugar and then your blood sugar levels will spike and you'll feel really great and then you'll crash. And so it's not sustainable energy. And mentally you're going to feel like crap because you went on like a roller coaster of energy levels. And so I eat 80-20 so that my mind doesn't do that. And I also eat like that for my physical health. So I have a lot of health issues in my family, and I know from being a dietitian that I can help at least a little bit prevent those health issues through my diet. And I take that to heart. So that's, another reason why I eat the way I eat. Also, like physically, my body feels just better if I eat that way. And so mentally, I eat the way I eat for mental, for physical, and for long-term health. Because I want to feel my best, and when I feel my best, I perform my best at work, in life, in my marriage, on here for y'all. And so I really eat that way to, keep in mind that my life, I just do better in life when I eat that way. So, yeah. And when it comes to exercise now, a long time ago, I guess not long, like 8 years ago, 8 years ago, I was very orthorexic, so I was very into health, which is not healthy. And I would exercise every single day and would never give myself a rest day and was just trying to achieve this level of physical fitness and achieve a certain look. And I really don't want to get back into that, and I don't think I will. Try to remind myself that bodies do need rest. And now, 8 years later, I definitely don't exercise to look a certain way. I exercise because it releases endorphins and makes you feel good. I also exercise because I know, going back to my family's health problems, I know that exercise will help my body be able to, prevent those ailments as much as possible. And so I exercise, again, same reasons, for food, for my mental well-being, for my physical well-being, and for my long-term health implications. With that being said, if I don't exercise for a whole week, I quickly learn that my brain does the same thing it does with food, and my brain feels like crap. I don't feel good, and I get sad, and I don't want to do anything, and I have no energy. And so knowing that is going to happen if I don't move in ways that make me feel good, then that's why I try to move at least a couple of times in a week, even walking to and from, the grocery store, or going on a walk with the dog and stuff, getting some movement and some sunshine. I know that some places don't have sunshine all year round, but we are in Louisiana, so fortunately we do have sunshine right now. And so really just doing it to make my body, my mind, and my future health look good. And so that's what really motivates me now. And, you know, it helps that I have a dog and she likes to run. And so I exercise with her. It helps that my husband is also very invested in his health and lives a similar philosophy to nutrition and exercise that I do. I find that's really motivating that you can do it with someone. And, you know, every body is different. And so exercising 3 to 5 times a week for me feels good, but it may not feel good for you. You may want to exercise 6 times a week. The 80-20 style of eating works well for me, but that may not work well for you. You may want to eat, you know, more of like a 95-5 style of eating, and that's fine with you, or a 60-40, whatever feels the best for your body, mind, and, you know, whatever you feel like is best for you. Yeah, so that's why I do what I do. And I'm going to throw a little side note in. The reason I make these videos and the reason I stay motivated to share nutrition knowledge with everyone is because there's a lot of nutrition knowledge out there that's not great. It's just not. And I want to share as much accurate and helpful nutrition information as possible. I know that it's really hard and it's really easy to get sucked into diet culture, and I want to spend my time here on YouTube and other social media platforms, you know, tearing down diet culture as much as I can and making sure that everybody knows that, you know, every body is different, and even if we all ate and exercised the same, we would still look different. So find what works best for you. And, you know, if you want guidance, then get guidance from a healthcare professional. Get somebody who knows what they're doing. And, you know, just live your life and stop comparing yourself to other people, because I did that for a very long time and it just made me sad. And now I don't as much. You know, it's still hard not to compare yourself to other people, but it's a work in progress. And so you just gotta live your life and try to be the best you that you can be. So, little tidbit of positivity at the end of this video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you like seeing my dog snore right here. If you want to see more of me and this child, you know, subscribe. My husband sometimes makes appearances too. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, and I will definitely see y'all next time. Okay, bye.